Welcome to the Incredible Greens channel, where we feature the miracle of plant based medicines and foods. The opinions shared do not always reflect those of this channel, but are for the purpose of research and discussion.
Having spelled out those bookends, let's talk about what the science tells us. The science tells us that if we restrict our calories, okay, that's called fasting. Periods that we don't eat. By the way, we all fast. When you're sleeping, you're fasting. That's why they call it the morning meal break fast, breakfast, is because we're actually breaking our evening fast. So fasting is something we do. It doesn't have to be extreme, but we do know that when we actually restrict our calories, wonderful things happen to our health defense systems. It all comes back to our health defenses. It turns out it helps your body by restricting calories, intermittent fasting. Our body's defenses and angiogenesis help to starve cancer. It kind of helps our body cut off the blood supply to cancers. We know that when you actually intermittently fast, you call out more stem cells. Your stem cells kind of reboot, and then the fresh ones come out. So it's kind of like trying to think like changing the batteries in a flashlight. You get refreshment. We know when you intermittently fast, it also reboots your gut microbiome.
Yeah.
So it kind of takes away some of the bad neighbors and some fresh neighbors, better neighbors that reorganize the neighborhood. We also know that intermittent fasting helps to repair your DNA, and it even slows down cellular aging at the level of the caps on the end of your DNA, the telomeres that burn down normally during aging. Intermittent fasting slows that aging process down at the cellular level. And inflammation, intermittent fasting, by the way, helps us develop a more fortified immune system, because part of the reboot at the stem cell level is to make new immune cells. So we've got fresh super soldiers produced coming right out of the oven to help our immune system. So these are ways that intermittent fasting has been shown to help our defenses. Doesn't mean that you have to do it all the time. It means that this is another technique we can use to kind of up our game periodically when it comes to our health.
Is it something you do in your own life?
The answer is yes. And I've been doing this since medical school. I don't know if this was your experience, but man, when I was in medical school, I have to say it was difficult for me to have 3 square meals a day, as I say. I would sometimes miss breakfast. I would sometimes miss lunch. I would try not to miss dinner, but sometimes I wouldn't have a meal because I was so crazy busy. And I think I naturally, over the course of a week, probably skip 3 meals a week. And that you don't have to go crazy. You don't have to be a robot to do intermittent fasting. Skipping a few meals a week actually is helpful for your body.